where module 4 we are going to discuss about 3D weaving and visible surface reduction, and in visible surface reduction we are going to see few algorithms. And first start from 3D weaving. Here in 3D weaving, it involves some tasks that are not present in 2D weaving. Usually what we do in 2D weaving, we used to take the coordinates, world coordinates, and we'll use to convert to viewport coordinates. Okay, and we will write after clipping the clipped coordinates, we will display, right? Whereas in 3D weaving, projection, visibility checks, and lighting effects, these are all involved, which is not available in 2D weaving. Projections, which says about either it is parallel or perspective, right? And in visibility checks, here we are going to consider the depth element in 3D weaving, which is whether the particular element is near or far. The depth element we are going to consider, so that we are going to check the visibility checks. Now we used to call with various algorithms, where one of the algorithms what we are going to do, the Z buffer algorithm, then the lighting effects. First, set up the weaving, that is or camera coordinate reference, and the position and orientation for the weaving plane. So suppose you are based on X, Y, Z axis, which will be visible on your screen. With respect to your, suppose, X, Y plane, your weaving coordinate from Z view. So here your position orientation for XY plane, okay, that we used to call as a projection plane, right? That correspondent to the camera film plane, right? From Z view, how we are going to look into your XY plane, whether it is parallel or perpendicular. Parallel or perspective projection you are going to see. Okay, so in 3D weaving concepts, where you are going to first look into the world coordinate system, then you are going to convert to the weaving coordinate system with respect to your X and Y and Z weaving coordinate values. From these you are going to change to weaving coordinate system. Okay, and how the 3D weaving transformation pipeline. Here, first modeling the coordinates, right? Where we are going to write any polygon, we are going to model the particular polygon with its coordinate value, then convert world coordinate to weaving coordinates. Whatever you are going to view the polygon, that has to be viewed through your window ports, so you have to convert world coordinates to weaving coordinates. Then weaving coordinates, how we are going to look into in 3D weaving, the projection transformation is matters. Okay, where this projection transformation, whether you are going to view the parallel or perspective projection, right? For that we have the various functions, where we used to GL ortho as well as GL frustum. Okay, so projection transformation says about either it is going to be parallel or perspective. Then you are going to specify that projection coordinates. Then you are going to transform projection coordinates to normalized coordinates, right? Then map that particular normalized coordinates to your device coordinate, which you are going to view through your window the final output of your clipped views, right? So this is about 3D viewing transformation pipeline, whereas here the difference between 2D as well as 3D, this projection transformation, right? And here a model is given any polygon coordinates, right? And convert to world coordinates takes place in the next phase. Then viewing coordinate system, which defines the position and orientation of the projection plane, is selected, and to that we used to convert those viewing coordinate system values. Okay. In 2D clipping window is defined on the projection plane, where we used to consider only with respect to your window boundary, whereas in 3D clipping we take additionally as viewing volume. This view volume says about whether the particular projection view it is near or far. Okay. And the shape or size of view volume is defined by dimensions of clipping window, the type of projection, and the limiting position along with the viewing directions. When you are going to look into that, X window minimum, X window maximum, Y window minimum, Y window maximum, along with that near, far, your Z view volume is going to be added. Okay. Suppose if you are going to take with respect to XY plane or YZ plane or XZ plane, okay, based on that it is going to change. Okay. Objects are mapped to normalized coordinate, and all parts of the scene out of the view volume are clipped off. That we used to call as a vanishing point, that we will discuss later. But if it is out of the scene, okay, all the parts of the scene out of the view volume are clipped off, which means it will be removed completely from the clip window. The clipping is applied after all device independent transformations are completed. Okay. So efficient transformation concatenation also possible in your 3D viewing. So few other tasks such as hidden surface removal and surface rendering takes place along with the pipeline, along with the your 3D viewing pipeline, where in projection transformation with respect to your viewing volume, where we used to see hidden surface removal or surface rendering using your view volume Z buffer algorithm. The additional task also takes place in the pipeline, that we will see detailing in following the topics with algorithms, right? First, 3D viewing coordinate parameters. How we are going to select the viewing coordinate parameters? The viewpoint, okay, the viewpoint, what you are going to see, suppose with respect to your X, Y and Z world coordinate. Okay. So how we are going to select the viewpoint? Suppose Z is the viewpoint on XY plane. So from here, the point X0, Y0, Z0 on this viewing plane, what is the impact it is going to make? Either it is going to be parallel or perspective projections, it is going to check. Okay. So here the along whatever you are going to look into this viewing plane, you can remember back the function GLU lookat. What the GLU lookat says about when you are going to convert to the model view the matrix with respect to the projection, where you consider the values of the camera, values the viewing I point values x comma y comma z, then you are going to take the reference point of x comma y comma z, then you are going to take the up vector. Okay, so here the up vector is going to be perpendicular I vector v to define your y view. So the direction to define your z view on xy plane. So this is the example for a right-handed weaving coordinate system with axis x view, y view and z view related to right-handed world coordinate frame. Okay, so we use both right-handed viewing as well as left-handed. What is the difference between right-handed viewing and left-handed viewing? Means a right-handed viewing, the positive axis of x comma y comma z is going to be closer to the viewer. Suppose the z is the viewer. Okay, when you are going to use the right-handed viewing coordinate system, this viewing coordinate systems will be closer to the viewer in right-handed system, whereas in left-handed system it is away from the viewer, where in viewing coordinate parameters we used always the most often we use right-handed system only, and in left-handed systems where you use in normalized vectors. Okay, so the view plane, how you are going to check either it is perpendicular, sorry, it is parallel or perspective projection, it is going to check. Okay, so here always you take the along with your weaving coordinates, you consider the normalized vector also. So the weaving direction is along with your z view axis. Okay, so view plane is this. Okay, on your xy plane we can say this. If it is z is the view, then if z is the view axis, then we can say the view plane you can consider here xy plane. Okay, then is normally perpendicular to the axis, which means here we are going to look into through z view on xy plane. This is going to be your weaving plane is normally perpendicular axis, means here your x and y value does not change. Your weaving plane is z, then your x comma y value is unchanged, z value is going to be 0. Okay, so view plane, or we used to call the projection plane, is normally perpendicular to the axis. Perpendicular axis means which axis? Z view axis. So in xy plane, if your initial point what you are going to look into from z view axis is perpendicular to the weaving plane, then your x and y value is unchanged. In that case, your x and y value is unchanged, z value is going to be 0 on this xy plane. So orientation of the view, which means the direction of positive z view axis, can be defined by view plane normal vector with respect to your y axis. Okay, and the scalar parameter is used to set the position of the view volume at coordinate of your z view point along with z view axis. Okay, so here three possible positions for the weaving plane along with the Z view axis. Okay, so if this is your YZ weaving plane, your weaving point from Z view axis, listen, if this is your XY weaving plane, your weaving point from Z view axis, okay, here you can check the three possible positions for the weaving plane. One, if it is near, okay, or far, or it is exactly on to the coordinate origin. Okay, if it is near, far, or exactly on the coordinate origin, you can check the view plane values. Okay, and this is from either this normalized vector usually which will be considered through left-handed system, which will be away from the weaving plane. Okay, and the view up vector, how it will be adjusted to the input direction of the weaving up vector B. Okay, here the view plane is normal N, so we choose the direction for view up vector used to determine the positive Y view. Okay, so B should be perpendicular to N. We should be, the up vector should be perpendicular to normal vector weaving routines. So typically adjust to this user defined V, right? So when you consider this up vector value with respect to your Y plane, right? So the value is going to be 0 and comma 1 and comma 0 is your convenient choice with respect to Y axis. So how you are adjusting the input direction of your view vector V and the orientation from the viewing plane, if the viewing plane, if you consider Z on XY plane, and if viewing plane, the orientation perpendicular to the weaving plane, that normal vector N, that you can check, which means the up vector value, as we discussed earlier about your look at 3D viewing, how you are looking out the projections. Okay, the projections with respect to your I, the coordinate value x comma y comma z, then the reference point, then the up vector value. Okay, and here the u comma v comma n, the weaving reference frame. Okay, first we discussed about the I, next we discussed about the up vector, then your reference value. So right-handed weaving systems are more common, but sometimes left-handed weaving systems are used. As I said, the weaving coordinate to the reference frame always uses right-handed weaving system, and where if you are going to use the normalized vector, there you used to use left-handed, where the difference between right-handed and left-handed, as I told you, like suppose if you consider x comma y comma z, the values is closer to the viewer point, in that case it is going to be right-handed system. Away from the viewer, then that is going to be a left-hand system. Okay, so right-handed system weaving system are more common, but sometimes left-handed weaving systems also used. In left-handed weaving systems, the weaving direction is towards the positive Z view direction. Okay, so left-handed coordinate references often used to represent screen coordinates for normalization transformations. Okay, and here the view plane normal n defines Z view axis. So view up vector used to define y view direction, and we have to determine x view axis. Okay, how will you calculate this x view axis? You are going to calculate x view axis with number one, cross product of n and n and v gives you u in x-axis directions, which we have discussed the rotation in quaternions, where the initial vector, then move vector values. So same you can remember, cross product of n and v gives u in x view axis direction, then cross product of n and u gives v the vector. Okay, then here this u and v and n are unit vectors in directions of u comma v comma n. Okay, and this is right-handed weaving system which defines your u comma v comma n. Okay, so transformation from world coordinate to weaving coordinate, how it happens. So this is your world coordinate axis mapping, and when you are going to do the transformation from world coordinate to weaving coordinates with respect to the coordinate region, okay, what is the viewpoint you are going to consider? Suppose if you are going to consider the viewpoint as z, then what is your up vector as well as the reference point you are going to write. Okay, so here the viewpoint with respect to your coordinate value, okay, x, y, z. Suppose if you consider the viewpoint from z view axis, then the plane you consider x, y. In that case, your up vector will be y. Okay, and with respect to that, you have to write the reference frames and translate weaving coordinate origin, where given your coordinate origin value x0, y0 and z0, and to the world coordinate origin where you write the translation matrix and align the rotation matrix with respective x view. If it is x-axis view, then it is going to be y-z plane. If it is y-axis view, it is going to be x-z plane. If it is z-axis view, it is going to be x-y plane. Okay, so with respect to x world as well as y world as well as z world, you have to write the transformation matrix to weaving coordinates. Okay, so with respect to x view rotation, what you write on yz plane, what is the changes with respect to y and z, the cos theta and sin theta value. Okay, so the rotation where you are going to write with respect to your up vector value as well as normalized coordinate and the weaving coordinates, right? So weaving direction on this z view, and your view plane is xy, so you have to write the values with respect to u, okay, with respect to your weaving plane. This is your weaving plane x and y. This is your weaving direction from Z view. In that case, what is your x, y plane values you have to define, okay, from the coordinate origin point. What is your x comma y comma z value, okay. So transforming world to weaving transformations, you are going to write the rotation with respect to the weaving axis and the translation matrix of given coordinate points, okay. This may change with respect to xy plane, yz plane and xz plane along with your translation of your viewpoint coordinates, okay. And transformation from world to weaving coordinates, the value you will get like this, okay. So here we will see few example transforming. We already discussed with respect to your rotation as well as translation on coordinates. The same will be applicable over here.